Freemium, good for startups? Yeah, it's good for startups and also people that are already out there, already in that product life cycle as you go through. But getting your starting box and getting ready to shoot out there with a brand new area of a new product out there, sit down there and hit the road really well with something that's free, something that'll get people saying, wow, look at what I got over here. Go online and see how many freemium offers can you find in 7 minutes. I had a contest on this and I had multiple groups of three. And I said to us, okay, the one that sits down there and gets the most freemium offers in 7 minutes wins a brand new Lamborghini. I didn't really have a Lamborghini, but they thought I did. Anyway, so that being said, by the time it was all done, a group of three found 68 freemium offers in 7 minutes. There's a lot out there, much more than you actually realize if you go hunting for them. Try it on yourself. Unless you get a group together, you're not going to find 68, but all by yourself, you can find 20 or 30 of them in 7 minutes without much problem. This is a common business model. And even if you are not online, you need to pay attention to this because whether you're selling bread, selling clothes, or whatever, there is always a model for a subscription service to sit down and help, or a model to sit down there and have a basic service, a basic product, and add things around it as you go through. For $25 a month, you too can sit down there and have this over here, and we'll deliver these clothes to your house for free as you go through. And if you buy anything, it's free. Otherwise, it's a $35 charge if you return everything. There's always different ways to handle this as you go through. So the biggest thing is I want to ask several questions about this. What should be free? A digital product has 20 features, you chose 5, 15 have to pay. How do you know whether you made the right choices? And if you suspect you haven't, what should you do? That's called tweaking as you go through, the aspect of what you should do. Maybe change the 5 as you go through the next month. Next month, we're going to have 7 as you go through for free. Make certain people know, and you constantly re-spark that aspect of it. Communicating 2 sets of benefits by the time you're all done. Do they understand the benefits of the offer that you're giving? The people that are already on your basic service, pay attention to them. Make certain that you jolt them a little bit with something free as you go through. You'll monetize fewer of them than you otherwise might as you go through. Really, Dropbox and LinkedIn, they're a study in contrast. Dropbox had 200 million users with a simple proposition. Everybody who enters a username and a password gets 2 gig of cloud-based storage space. I've used Dropbox, and that's how I got on Dropbox as you go through. If you run out of space, you too can pay $9.99 a month, or maybe $99 a year for 100 gig of storage. All of a sudden, I thought, I like their free model as you go through. I'm not using that much storage. And sure enough, 7 months later, I needed more storage. So I went shopping for something else out there, but I went comparison shopping. I like the freemium model, but this over here, so that really got me hooked in the aspect of having online storage as you go through. The free version's adequate for basic documents, but as soon as you put anything with that needs a lot of memory, from videos to photos, all of a sudden now you need more storage space, and boom, you hit that limit really quick as you go through. LinkedIn had the advantage of upgrading. It's kind of murkier as you go through because LinkedIn really is about hiring people as you go through. Now, that being said, I got over 27,000 connections on LinkedIn. That being said, it's a good way to keep in touch with colleagues, sit down as you go through, communicate with them on a regular basis. LinkedIn now has come up with another model. LinkedIn Learning has some really good material on it as you go through. So think about that aspect. They've actually broadened their base. They turned into a multi-sided business platform from what they had. So that being said, they have 4 different premium subscriptions aimed at different customer segments. Recruiters or salespeople as you go through. And then also for you, if you want to have premium service to connect to anybody out there in case you're looking for somebody in a certain business field, a search engine as you go through, or you want to recruit people, or if you want to sit down there and be one of the premium people to apply for jobs as you go through. It's accessible, but it started out as a freemium company, just like Dropbox did, but a different way of handling the freemium model as you go through. And always, you have to keep in mind, what is your target conversion rate? The freemium to the premium as you go through. How much of the freemium are you converting into the premium clientele as you go through? Watch it, tweak it. This is one of those things of no matter how good you are not going to master this instantly as you go through. You'll have an idea and you can tweak your model as you go through. If you start with 20 different services, 5 that are free and 15 that are premium, you need to keep on expanding services and look and using that multi-sided aspect of your business, and maybe have a few other things to keep on adding as you go through and excite your market, excite your base as you go through. So pay attention to your target conversion rate. If it's 1%, it's probably too low. It's for 5%. Most businesses, that's pretty good. But if you're hitting 10%, life is good as you go through. High conversion rates doesn't always mean you're good, because the premium model is to generate traffic. If 50% upgrade your product to something premium, then you might have lost something in the process. Maybe you sit down and need to sit down and have more product out there, and sit down there and reduce the conversion rate to sit down there and expand your giant base, make your base even bigger so more people are out there as you go through. So pay attention to your strategy. It's a balancing act. There is no one size fits all formula as to what it is. So that being said, what should be free? Figure it out. Do customers really understand your offer? And then what exactly is your target conversion rate? Work with the numbers as you go through to make certain you're generating the revenue that you need to operate well as an entrepreneur. Take care.